contractor is real bored in the wintertime and likes to plow parking lots and stuff. So we found that we were able to save additional money by looking at the same contractor for different services. So those are the types of things I'm sure you'll consider at that point.
Well, when you look at the list of who does what in the complex, there seems to be a lot of people, because it's a lot of people's partial responsibilities.
Right.
You know, we have a police sergeant in charge of fleet maintenance. He helps with the snow removal, as does the school, as does the town plows coming through to clean up. One thing I neglected to add on here, which should be added on here, is the school actually has a call list. Maintenance people come in part-time, and we hire college kids also part-time basis from snowstorms when the police custodian's not available to come in and clean up all the walkways.
Yeah.
So we just use those resources.
Yeah.
Marty's not here.
Marty's not
You got the gavel,
Gabby.
Brian. Oh, he brings his own. Oh, my
No, I
God.
saw it laying under here on my pile of
Hey,
paper.
that's the missing gavel. You found the missing gavel.
Yeah, how much did this new gavel cost us?
$800. It was bought on a government contract.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Barbara?
One of Dave's recommendations that he pointed out in number 2, he's talking about taking the personnel assigned to the library, and they could devote 5 to 10 hours per week to assist with similar duties in town hall fiscal year 10, so that's starting in July. The person only works, like I said, a maximum of 17.5 hours a week. If you take him for 5 to 10 hours, that would leave 7.5 hours to 12.5 hours a week. So I'm wondering if you would consider, I understand the rationale for not considering, you know, doing the whole part-time person, but I'm wondering if we could make a counter offer here that you'd be willing to, you know, entertain. Since the town hall needs this individual that many hours, maybe 5 to 10 hours a week, and since the town hall is a newer building and doesn't have as many emergency breakdowns as we do, being an older building, that we give to Dave the school district employee for the whole time, and then he could be used in the, you know, in the police department for the remainder of that time. And we actually split the costs with you, and we'll try to find the $9,000, and you could give us $9,000 for our budget.
Dave?
Just to be clear, the 5 to 10 hours was sporadic and was the school district's estimation of the available current time that employee has on a sporadic basis.
But they
So
also
it
thought,
let me
taking
finish,
it from
please. It's not the town looking for additional personnel,
okay,
okay?
you don't want him
The
then, huh?
school district said, sporadic times, we think this person has downtime at the library from their assessment, not from mine, and they can be mail available for us instead of us hiring a painting contractor, for example. And the question they asked, can he paint when the office is open? So of course they can. Just close the stairwell. So my suggestion is, you ought to meet with the school district personnel and make sure that person is being utilized in the most efficient way possible. Be my suggestion.
And it wouldn't be taking hours from you, it'd be extra hours the school district could be able to offer up.
But if, you know, if the school analyzes their needs and says, we think we have available resources for you, instead of paying an outside contractor price, we can give you labor, I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
Yes.
But it does say, too, that the person is 25 hours a week, and that is never the case. So I think there's a little miscommunication in terms of how much time the person actually devotes at all to the to that
That's
part
why I
of the
think it's
position.
important to have a study that consolidates the numbers, that everybody agrees to. You know, like right now, there's a disagreement over whether or not they cut it or didn't cut it. The DVD might say one thing, the minutes say something else. This says there's 25 hours. The school district, that's from the school district. Your information is not 25 hours. So you can see from that, we don't have an accurate data set from which we can make a decision. We're looking at several different data sets that don't agree with each other, and we're being asked to either put more money into the budget, keep it the way it is, or do different things. I, as one counselor, don't operate that way. I want to see a complete data set, so I think we have pretty much an agreement here that between now and this time in this, you know, during the summertime, that we should be able to get a data set that we all agree to through a consolidated study, through a set of hearings that you guys contribute to. If it's a workshop, it's a workshop. That we get everybody around the table, figure out exactly what the real numbers are, and then look at what we can do to make it the most cost effective. 'Cause right now, I got no confidence in the numbers because I'm hearing that maybe nobody else, that there's disagreements.
Well-
Dave's saying this is what he got from the school district. I don't dispute that.
Well, I work in the library, and I know when he's there. I know when he's available to us, and I know when he walks in the building, I know when he walks out of the building.
Yep.
I know when he takes lunch, because I see it, you know? So that's why I know our numbers are accurate. But also, I'm just wondering if you, like I said, if you would entertain, you know, go ahead, Richard.
No. Well, I just was, well. All right. I think by the time we get these numbers straightened out, I think your idea that perhaps the Dave Karen would representing the town and Barbara representing the library, and I think maybe you do include the school in your suggestion as well.
If
That they
elect
meet
to
together
they
and
they
then
have
iron out these things.
This is considered the municipal complex, this side of the street here.
Mm-hmm.
If they elect to participate because they have a building attached to us through that doorway,
Right.
they elect to participate in that. If they elect not to,
Right, we can't make
that's
it.
on them. If you elect not to, that's on you.
Right.
The only two buildings that we can definitely say are on us, is this building and the police department. Right? The two bigger buildings, where cost savings can be realized by cooperation with the school district and cooperation with the library.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else for us?
You want this gavel back so you have two?
No, thanks. You can keep that
Just
one.
don't lose that. Put it back out. Whose is it, Marvel?
Okay, moving on. Approval of minutes.
I don't know what people
Do we have any
it was there, it doesn't matter.
amendments to the minutes?
No,
Oh, I'm fine.
Mr. Chairman, I read through the minutes.
Yes.
As I usually do, and I had no updates, so I'd like to make a motion that we accept the minutes of January 19, 2009 Town Council meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Passes 5-0. Liaison.
Nothing for me, other than, Dave, I don't know if you're gonna get into any, Pettingill, or just that we've made a bunch of presentations, and that's.
Yeah,
about
we're
it.
now focusing our efforts at the state level.
Right.
Because the information we're hearing back is that it's gonna come, what the latest we've heard is that whatever funds will be available will be coming back to the state in sort of a block grant, which gives the state some discretion as to how it's allocated, whether it stays all at the state level. So we're making those approaches currently. And we may have to meet with our new senator soon, the way the press reports are going today. So we'll find out who that is, and then we'll go through that process as well.
But we didn't put it on when it's.
Yes.
The only one I have is Heritage Commission had a joint workshop with the Planning Board on January 22nd regarding the Historical Overlay District. There was a large contingency of citizens concerned about that, and the overwhelming feedback from them was no commercial development. So I know the Planning Board took that information back, and we'll see what they bring forward to the Town Council regarding that. But one possible, there was,
Go ahead, Paul. All right.
I guess I'll leave it at that. We'll see what they bring forward to us, but I suspect that one of the options is that they bring nothing forward to us, so.
Okay.
Sorry about
I
that.
had Economic Development Committee met. We reviewed bids. We had several different bids. We basically approved four of them to come forward, two of them for in-state, two of them for out-of-state. We're looking at the differences between the groups. They're actually going to do presentations starting on the 9th. Will be a presentation and answer series. We're going to give them a set period of time for their presentation. We'll have a set period of time for our questions, and then from that we'll down select to two. When we get down selected to two, Andre will then do some background check and check references and things like that to see if there's anything out there that should influence our decision one way or another, and we will select a company. Now, this is to select the marketing company that we're looking at to help us develop a more strategic marketing plan, including recommendations for website implementation. It does not include the actual website